Hello everyone and welcome to our Instagram live event. My name is Paul Arsuf. I'm the founder of the Decentralized project. The topic of our educational event today is virtualization as new media modality. The topic touches on virtualization as something new, something artificial, and something created through technology. And it also touches on media, and by media, we in this presentation mean most often motion media, film, and video creation. But before starting to talk about the topic of today, let me tell you a little bit about our projects. I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project, and recently we have released a marketplace which has NFTs. So what is new, unique, and special about our marketplace is that it is based predominantly and specifically of three-dimensional objects. With three-dimensional objects, there has to be a special software which loads the 3D object and it can animate this object, and it is giving the object capabilities. With our 3D NFTs, we decided to build our own 3D software engine, and this 3D software engine is giving it a number of additional capabilities. The first additional capability for our 3D NFTs is the capability of speaking. The 3D NFTs can speak in one of three different basic voices. The 3D NFTs can speak either in a male voice or in a female voice or in a whisper kind of a voice. In addition to the three basic voices, there are three different flavors of voices. Voices can be spoken in a normal speed, or in a fast speed, or in a slow speed. And let's say we have a 3D NFT which speaks with a male voice, and it is spoken in a slow speed manner. Then this voice can come as the voice of a very masculine person, or it can come as the voice of an old person. On the other hand, if we are having 3D NFT and it is speaking with a female voice, and it is spoken in a fast speed manner, then this 3D NFT can come as speaking with the voice of a funny person, or the voice of a little girl. So that's it regarding to the speaking capability. The next and important capability is the capability of voice recognition. Our 3D NFTs can recognize voice commands, and as I mentioned, we have 3D software engine, and this 3D software engine, what it does is it loads it opens a window on computer screen, and it loads the 3D NFT in this window, and then our 3D software engine starts animating the 3D NFT. And by animating, I mean the 3D software engine starts moving the 3D NFT in a random fashion, um, like non-stop around this window it has just opened. Um, so with the capability of voice recognition, we can issue our first voice command to the 3D NFT to stop moving. And then the 3D NFT, which had been constantly moving, is going to stand still and stop moving. Then we can issue following commands to the 3D NFT. Like for example, the command to move left, move right, move up, move down, zoom in, zoom out, rotate. And then the 3D NFT is going to fulfill these commands and move left, then move right, move up, then move down, zoom in, come closer, and then go farther away, zoom out, and then it can start rotating. So that's it regarding to the voice recognition capability. And the next capability that we're having is an important capability, and it is the capability of the 3D NFTs having basic artificial intelligence. The user, can ask the 3D NFT, what is your name? And then the 3D NFT is going to reply with their name. You can ask the 3D NFT, who are you? And then the 3D NFT is going to reply in few sentences of who they are. You can ask the 3D NFT to describe something. For example, describe Web3 or describe decentralization or describe Russia. And then the 3D NFT is going to describe in few sentences about Web3 or about decentralization or about the country called Russia. So that's it regarding to the basic artificial intelligence capability. And the last but not least important capability for our 3D NFTs is the capability of like seeing them in a way of stereoscopics. What stereoscopics mean is that part of the 3D NFT is going to be displayed in red or reddish colors, and another part of the 3D NFT is going to be displayed in blue or bluish color. Then you, the user, can come to our NFT marketplace and order special glasses from us. This is the moment I can tell you the URL and the name of our 3D NFT marketplace. It is 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. 3D NFT is typed in a way of the number 3, then the letter D, then 3 other letters NFT, and it is all together 3D NFT. Then there is dot, then there are two words, decentralized and web. They are all together decentralized web. Then there is dot, and it ends with org. 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. Um, in our marketplace, there's going to be a link for accessories to NFTs, and when you go to this section of our website, you're going to see that we are offering special glasses, and after ordering and after receiving these glasses, you're going to see that one lens of these glasses is red and the other lens of these glasses is blue. Then you can put these glasses on. You can request displaying of the 3D NFT in a way of stereoscopics, and then you're going to see the 3D NFT as coming from out of the flat two-dimensional computer screen, and you're going to be seeing the 3D NFT in real 3 dimensions. So that's the last capability, and like I mentioned, lots of features and details about our 3D NFTs and the 3D software engine. But let me tell you a little bit about our 3D NFT marketplace. So what is unique and special about our marketplace is that it is based predominantly on 3D objects. Currently, we have our first collection of 3D NFTs, but we will be adding new and additional collections, and they're going to be based on 3D objects. Another thing which is interesting and unique about our 3D NFT marketplace is that we have our own blockchain instance. This blockchain instance, it runs Ethereum software, and in a way our blockchain software instance is identical to other blockchain network of nodes, like for example Ethereum mainnet or Avalanche AVAX or Polygon or KuCoin KCS or many other blockchain network of nodes which are running Ethereum software. The difference between our blockchain instance and all of the other mentioned blockchain instance is just the network ID. The network ID for Ethereum mainnet is 1, and the Ethereum, the network ID for our blockchain instance is 124. So in this way, by running our own blockchain instance, we're going to be doing deployment of the smart contracts for the non-fungible tokens on our own blockchain instance. And in this way, we are not going to be asking our users who come to buy and then sell the 3D NFTs to pay a gas fee for deployment of the smart contracts for the non-fungible tokens, and we do not require them to pay gas fees for transfers of ownership from one user to another user. Another interesting and unique capability for our 3D NFTs is the capability of payment in multiple crypto coins. Traditional marketplaces, when a creator comes to the marketplace, they have to choose a single crypto coin, and then all of the um, collection of creations of this creator are going to be bought and then sold in this single crypto coin. But compare this with our marketplace, where we did detach the creations and the three NFTs from a single popular um, crypto coin, and we allow our users to pay in a number of crypto coins. Currently, the choice includes 4 different crypto coins which our users can pay for purchase of our 3D NFTs, and then can receive proceedings from sales of 3D NFTs which they did own. Currently, we have a way of payment with either Solana Sol or Avalanche Avax or Polygon Matic or Qcoin, which is a big centralized crypto exchange. They have their coin called KZS. With these 4 different crypto coins, we the users can have a range of choices, and with these 4 different crypto coins, we at the point of development of our 3D NFT marketplace, we did select these crypto coins based on criteria for a very fast transaction time, um, like in a matter of between 5 to 15 seconds. We can um, like see that the transaction is posted on the blockchain, and we can do the transfer in ownership from one user to another user very quickly. Um, Also, these 4 different crypto coins, they have very low withdrawal fee from a centralized crypto exchange, and this is an important thing to look if a person is selecting a crypto coin. This is important thing because withdrawal fee from centralized crypto exchanges significant, and it adds very much in the fee for the user. And we also have to look for the coin being popular, and the coin having multiple blockchain network of nodes. So that's it regarding to the payment with crypto coins. But in addition to payment with crypto coins, we have a separate, parallel, and independent way of buying and then selling of 3D NFTs. And it is done entirely in fiat currency. For example, let's say there's a user who comes to purchase a 3D NFT, and they decide to pay for this 3D NFT with their debit or credit card, and using their national currency. So what happens is the user is putting the number of their credit or debit card, and then the transaction is coming, and there is a conversion from the national currency of this user to the US dollars, and the proceedings are coming to our bank account. This is what happens with the first and initial sale of the 3D NFT. But let's say the uh, first user of the 3D NFT is going to be using the 3D NFT for a while, looking at this 3D NFT and enjoying it. But after some period of time, they could decide to list their 3D NFT, which they own, for sale. And then, let's say there's a second user who is coming to our NFT marketplace. They're going to be browsing through the collections of the 3D NFTs, and let's say they come and like the 3D NFT, which is owned by the first user. And let's say the second user decides to use their debit or credit card to pay for the 3D NFT. What is going to happen is the transaction is going to be placed, and there's going to be a conversion between the payment in the national currency of the second user. This payment is going to come to our bank account and be converted to US dollars. Then the next thing which is going to happen is there's going to be a transfer of ownership from the first user to the second user. The second user becomes owner of this 3D NFT, and what is going to be following is there's going to be a transaction from our bank account to the bank account to the first user, who is now a former owner of the 3D NFT. And the proceedings from the sale are going to be converted from US dollars to the national currency of this first and initial user, who is former owner of the 3D NFT they purchased before. So I did describe the second and parallel way of buying and selling entirely in fiat currency. So with this said, I will be ending the little introduction of our project and what we're having, and coming back to the topic of today, which is virtualization as new media modality. So the topic of today was inspired by an article which I did read, and the article is starting with the definition of what virtualization is. Virtualization refers to the steady blurring lines between the physical and imaginary, or so-called virtual. This is probably the most significant and most hopeful trend for media overall, but it is also the most uncertain and the most further out in time. The promise of virtualization is that as our lives become more virtual and more digital, there will be new ways of interacting with media. And this new way of interacting can be described as new modalities that increase time spending with media and or value consumers place on uh, this experiencing. Associated technologies include those that enable new and immersive experiencing. XR or extended reality and virtual worlds. So it is also going to provide more engaging experiencing in creations and ownership and new leisure time. So like it is going to be brought by efficiency gains in artificial intelligence. Um, like the most visible, and most tangible, representation of this new media modalities is fulfilled by a product from Apple called Vision Pro, which could eventually bring a new media software and hardware upgrade cycle, and even further out, it could bring a level 4 self-driving, which could free up commuter time. But we expect these things not to come right away, but in coming into effect in years. Um, these dynamics are good for the most successful creators who will have more more than ever bargaining power, but not for the creators as a class. Both the good and bad news is that the continuous democratization of the content creation stack will make everyone a potential creator. The greatest hope for creators lies in better monetization models and tools, and more equal popularity distribution. For traditional intermediaries, these trends are just bad. They will likely continue to lose share and release bargaining leverage to top talent. They could experience stronger competition and face riskier and less profitable businesses. A few technology lifelines are worth watching, but they're also uncertain. They still will have unique assets, namely audiences, IP, brands, and in some cases data. And in addition to assets, they're going to be having capabilities, marketing prowess, but while the current is stronger in some media than others, almost all are swimming upstream and towards resistance. The new intermediaries win, um, like except for like very effective regulatory intervention or technology disintermediation. Um, the price, however, will be relatively small. Consumers are also going to be winners, having more choices than ever, and probably having also lower prices. They will pay like in the form of potentially less high quality content and more decisions fatigue. They're also going to be experience fear of missing out and dissatisfaction with the choices they make. Uh, this is all fatalistic uh, sounding, but it is not risk. The challenge for everyone is the value chain in the value chain of knowledge, purpose, and optimism anyway. So, like in virtualization, there's a blurring distinction between the physical and virtual. Um, like technology can take away, um, it is the engine of so-called creative destruction, and disruptive innovation. Um, Over the last 20 years, it has upended the media industry for the reason um, we discussed in some previous presentations. It has lowered the barriers to entry. It changed the consumer's definition of quality. It squeezed the traditional intermediaries, and it enabled unprecedented concentration of power and popularity. Uh, it, but it also have given a lot. It created new media channels, namely radio, film, television, games. It create new storage and delivery formats like vinyl, cassettes, CDs, VHS, DVDs, and it created new forms of media, uh, like the relatively recent advent of social media and short form video. Um, Artificial intelligence has expanded the time and uh, dollar pie. For instance, consider a pie chart where all of the print, radio, TV, PC, mobile, and other connected devices, they experience higher and like increasingly larger um, share, uh, and pie is growing in size, and like the only probably uh, member of included in the pie which experience shrinkage is the printed media. But like it is influenced by ecological concerns, and but all of the other members included in the pie chart, they experience growth. For media, the key question is whether there are new technologies they can create new way of using media, a new media modality that can once again grow the pie. Few hold potential. The string that loosely binds them is that they all results from the further blurring of the distinction between the physical and virtual media, and this point is almost entirely digital, and at least superficially it follows that the more our lives become digital, the greater the opportunity for media to occupy a larger role in our lives. Um, as mentioned, though, all of these are speculative in terms of timing, in like coverage of consumer adoption and the effect on consumer behavior. Uh, the inevitable blurring of the idea that our lives are becoming more virtual is probably very disquieting for a lot of people. Uh, like misgiving aside, it's hard to argue that anything stops the onward progression of technology. People may be leery of artificial intelligence, but they also adopted ChatGPT faster than any other technology in history. Um, like we have to note that threads, Instagram threads, like Facebook Meta threads, doesn't count since every Instagram account was signed up automatically and counted. Um, recent history shows that even deeply ingrained social norms can change quickly when something more convenient comes out. It wasn't so long ago that there was a stigma against working from home and online dating. Um, and it wasn't long ago uh, that we wouldn't enter our credit card online, and we wouldn't like ever think of getting into a stranger's car. But these norms are falling fast, and we experience conveniences, conveniences brought by like online shopping and like online like moving from place to place um, using services like Uber. Uh, there are new media modalities, and we can see three broad categories of potential new media modalities. The first one is more immersive experience, experiencing reality and virtual worlds. Um, the second one is more active forms of engagement with media, namely fan creation and ownership. And the third one is new pools of time that become accessible to media, represented by AI in general, and also autonomous vehicles. The first one, new immersion, it includes extended reality or so-called XR, um, And people have been talking about also virtual reality, VR, augmented reality, AI, AR, and mixed reality, MR. Collectively, they stand as extended reality or XR, uh, and this is the next big thing. But like people have been talking for over decades about XR, it hasn't happened yet um, for a whole bunch of reasons. The headsets are expensive, there's lack of content and interoperability, and there's a lack of killer apps. There are uncomfortable headsets, motion sickness, and so on. The big question is that Apple Vision Pro, which has been shipping this month, will change that. But at 3,500 price point, it would not be a mainstream project, and Apple reportedly only expects to sell 400,000 first in its first year. But by all accounts, it is a monumental achievement that exceeds the performance of any XR headsets in the market. Like if we're looking at virtual worlds, the metaverse has also been talked about as the next big thing for a while. And like we have to know that like uh, like the definition that metaverse is massively scaled and interoperable network of real-time rendered 3D virtual worlds and environments which can be experienced synchronously and persistently by an effectively unlimited number of users with an individual sense of presence. Um, but we have to note that this definition doesn't specify the need for fancy headsets or any interface. But like it is a very high bar for like the thing called metaverse. In particular, interoperability, continuity, and unlimited concurrent users are years away. The less good news is that it is not obvious that like extended reality will become significant, and offers for extended reality has not become significant platforms for media consumption beyond gaming. There's also little evidence that virtual worlds represent large new markets for traditional media and entertainment brands. So we are going to see more active engagement. Technology may also enable more engaging and active ways of interacting with media, namely fan creation and ownership. It is clear that fans want want to create using their favorite IP. Across media, the volume of fan creation is gated not by a desire to create, but by the accessibility of the medium. Um, like, for example, written fanfic is the most accessible and is massive with millions of fanfiction stories. Music is a little less accessible because it requires some musical ability. But, for example, TikTok and YouTube are full of song covers. Technology, including uh, uh, generative artificial intelligence, should make more media more accessible. People with limited musical abilities will be able to make remixes, collabs, mashups, or videos of their favorite songs or artists. Traditionally, entertainment companies have vigorously protected their copyrights and prevented any commercialization of fan interpretation. Progressive media companies have an opportunity to make money from it. There's going to be um, like new forms of ownership. There's still lots of skepticism about anything crypto and non-fungible tokens or NFTs. They're dismissively referred as pictures of monkeys. But this would present new forms of ownership for creators and new ways of like consuming and distributing specific media assets. There's going to be more time, uh, which is perhaps the most promising outgrowth outgrowth of new technologies, and like it is going to increase the available time spent in the media. Uh, so there's a faint glimmer. The arrow of technology points to a hopeful direction towards more immersive and potentially valuable experiences, deeper engagement, and perhaps even more leisure time. But what also jumps out from this discussion is that all of these potential benefits are years away and they're also highly uncertain. Attention will continue to fragment as growth is um, in the supply of content accelerates far faster than our ability to consume it. And consumers' definition of what warrants attention is going to keep evolving. As the content amount approaches infinite, a few things will become relatively scarcer. Like, for example, attention, like first-party data, like curation, like hits, fandom, and community, like brands and IP. Technology will make it even easier for creators to produce market, distribute and monetize their work by themselves, reducing the bargaining power of the traditional intermediaries. As more consumption occurs on networks, the powerful positive feedback loop on these networks will continue to concentrate more power in the hands of few platforms. Technologies that makes our lives more virtual and therefore more digital offer the distant and vague promise of increasing the amount of time we as consumers spend with media and the value they place on these experiences. Synthesizing them, we are left with an industry in which value is stagnant over at least the near term, but distribution of value is not. As for the creators, it is going to be a great time for the few, but not for the many. These trends, which I did mention, are positive for the tiny proportion of the individual creators, but not for the creators as a class. Owing to power law like popularity distribution, the most successful A-list creators will be relatively more successful than ever. They're well aware of their outsized importance, and they will be able to extract even larger proportion in the economics. For creators overall, the good news is that everyone can now be creators. As for the traditional intermediaries, they're not much good news. Most of these trends are negative for anything which could be called traditional media. Fragmentation of attention means that there's going to be shift of consumer attention to the tail of independent content and away from traditional channels and outlets. The concentration of market power in the hands of a platform means vastly bigger competition who have different profit motives. Power law like popularity distribution means contending with superstar creators who have more leverage than ever. And this is going to be that of the lucrative middle, which has currently a significant source of the profits. And it is meaning that there is going to be a variance of outcomes and bigger risk. The new intermediaries, they're going to be winners of this skirmish. For the new intermediaries, in the absence of effective regulatory intervention, the trends are their friends. Falling entry barriers to creation means that more content will shift away from traditional distribution channels to their platforms, and it is going to be continuous fragmentation of attention, which is lead and follow with consumption. So we have to be fatalistic, but not nihilistic. And if it all seems a little fatalistic, it is not. The point of this presentation was to lay out the trends which they are going to continue, they are going to accelerate, and things are going to be changing. But fatalistic and nihilistic are different, like death taxes and some other inevitabilities. The things are what they are. For everyone operating in the media business today, the challenge is to acknowledge these trends and move forwards with purpose and optimism. And with this said, I'm ending this presentation. Thank you for coming. Thank you for viewing this event. I like to invite you to come and join our communities and get notified about events just like the event today, which is happening on Sunday. It is happening on the channel of Instagram Live, and it is a video and audio channel as well. I like to invite you to come to our 3D NFT marketplace, and our 3D NFT marketplace once again is 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. 3D NFT is written with the number 3, then the letter D, then the letters NFT, and it is all together 3D NFT dot, then there is dot, then there are two words, decentralized and web. They are all together, decentralizedweb.org. Once again, it is 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. On the bottom of every page, there are the icons of the social networks that we're posting on. You can click on one or more, become a follower, and become a member of the community. Thank you for coming. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and goodbye.